Hello and welcome to Chess with Simon. I'm Simon. Well, we've started a new game with Keith, which is very exciting. He's played e4, he's an e4 player. And I play the Caro-Kann, I play the Sicilian, and I also play e5. I used to play things like the Latvian Gambit, but now the computers really do show its sound, although it's such a shame because I've had so many interesting games in the Latvian Gambit. So many interesting games. Games that go e4, e5, knight f3, f5, bishop c4, boy oh boy, then you take on e4. It's something else. Then they go knight e5, then you go queen here. I mean, it's some of the most complicated games in chess, but unfortunately the refutation is e4, e5, knight f3, f5, then the knight takes on e5. Anyway, here's the bottom line. I happen to know that Keith is a King's Gambit player, and I think that basically the ability to play the King's Gambit is a fundamental human right, and Keith has to be granted it. So let's see it. This one I'm basically losing. I mean, it's really resignable, and so I'm not going to resign. But, you know, very rare to have this mix of material, 2 minors versus 2 rooks with only 3 pawns on the board. And I'm glad it's very rare because I'm losing. I mean, I made a mistake. Earlier in the game. That's why I'm losing with white. Okay, it happened. This one, look, I did a tactic. Took a pawn, then when black takes back, I can take the rook at the back, so I've got to take the rook. And then I think, you know, after takes, that degrades my pawn structure, but we're still defending. We're still a pawn up. And we've actually got symmetric pawn structures on the king's side, so maybe white's playing for 2 results unless I've missed something. I do occasionally miss things. Oh, we know we're going to take that, but, you know, we've got rules, because otherwise we get trapped into... But it's good to know. Thank you for programming it in. That's nice to know. Okay, so here my idea was this. And the threat is to take with the rook. Pawn takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and you got right to the back and you can just start tunneling through the pawns. But my worry is that then white does this. But then maybe you can still do it, can't you? But then you don't quite get the tunnel effect. Maybe you do because of this. Maybe they can stop it. I don't know. I mean, I think we're still winning, frankly. I don't know. I mean, okay, that was plan A. Plan B was to do this, try to pick off this, and then I think they're doing this. Then maybe you can switch to plan A. And plan C, actually I think I was wrong to take here. I think I should have done queen e7 now. Yeah, I think I got this wrong. Definitely. I think I should have played queen e7 here, and then they can't play a3, pawn to a3, a1 to a3. Oh well, we live and learn. The other thing I could do is knight here. Knight h6, threatening some kind of craziness here. Because this knight's going nowhere fast, is it? I mean, I suppose you could actually develop that knight and just say, well, we'll just sack it for a pawn. It's got to, you know. Okay. Well, okay. There's no real harm in doing this. Let's provoke the weakening. Let's provoke. I like to be provocative. Oh, I love it when my opponent guesses. That's someone, I mean, it's maybe he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, has programmed all the lines. Good question, right? Hello, I'm experienced. You are an experienced horde player. Got a Discord, you got a YouTube. I think it's a guy, actually. It's a guy. I've watched his YouTube videos. Beating stockfish. Beating stockfish with black. Yeah, very impressive. Okay, this one. We take the bishop, do we? I mean, a bishop is a bishop. But then does that develop the knight? Is that exactly what black wants? I think that's exactly what black wants. So we got to win, haven't we, with white? Yeah, good luck with that. I'm going to defend that pawn and not do exactly what black wants. Well, we're not dead yet. Oh, wow. So impressive. So it makes me feel good too. It makes me feel like I've got a clue what's going on. Like I'm not just making random moves. Okay, here. This is what I think is going to happen. This, then say this, takes, then say this. No, this, 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 maybe this, this. Then I can start wasting moves. But black can't waste moves. Because I can't move my pawns until black moves, and then this, then here, then check, then here, then this. Now, black king is trapped, so black can start checking me and sort of sacrificing stuff, but then say I take, and then push, then check. It's not stalemate because takes there, then I take there, then I've won. I think that's how it ends. I think it ends with some zugzwangs, as every good, well, not every good chess game, but many pawn end games do. Okay, here, this was an intelligent offer of queen trade. I get why, because the queen was hit. I think I'm going to take it and play, well, you know what I'm going to do is, I'm going to play bishop c4, and if there is a trade, then I think my bishops are lovely. Or maybe I take it, come on, we'll just swap it and play bishop c4. And then I think we're threatening then, you know, after takes, bishop c4, then we're threatening to take, you know, if black just wastes, I mean, that's silly, but, you know, wastes a move. You got to take with the knight and then take the rook, or if you take here, we take the knight and we win the rook. So, you know, it's a fiasco. So the thing is, but that isn't all forced. But after this, what does black do? The answer is there probably are moves that black can do, but I'm not going to reveal them because it's for my opponent to work it out, right? That's how chess works. We take it in turns. I do my moves, they do their moves. This one, now it's absolutely brilliant that my opponent's played this. So all I would say is, previously, like here, I thought this was going to be a dead draw, although I was struggling to hold a draw. But after this, and now I have to defend the pawn. These are called untouchable pawns in the pawn literature. The point is that whoever it is to move loses because they have to move away from the pawns and they lose their pawn. So it looks to me like this has gone from a dead certain draw, not a dead certain, but a likely draw, into something which either black or white is going to win. There's going to be a winner. And I've had a look at this. I've seen a way that black can win, but it's all very complicated, right? And I have to defend my pawn here, so this move is forced. And now it's up to white. Very interesting. Okay, here, v Justin. I'm going to do this and probe the weak light squares on the king's side. Yeah, why not? Probe those weak light squares and then see what black wants to do about that bishop. This, good move by Gary. Good move, good move. I think I'm forced to move away, yeah? So it's pretty tight, so forced to move away. Yeah, bit of pressure there. Black's got a bit of initiative. So I think that might have been the best move in the position. Certainly a good move. I don't think I can do anything. I mean, you can put the knight in the way, that blunders the knight. You can, it's the only legal move, except for putting the knight in the way, so it's not very complicated. Nigel's offered a swap of queens. I think that's a good move. I mean, of course, what Nigel saw is that I have renewed the threat here because the big threat was this. So if he did just done nothing, which Nigel would never do, you're threatening here, you're threatening rook takes and then mate, and you're threatening the fork. So could white get out of that? Well, probably, because you probably well, it's not that easy actually. Probably get out of it this way. So now if the rook takes, pawn takes, and it's not mate. So there's actually ways out of it. Anyway, am I going to allow a trade of queens? I mean, probably. Should we allow a trade of queens? I mean, What else are we going to do? Move the queen away. Snore. I don't know. What would you do? I mean, who's better in the end game? That's always a good question, isn't it? The answer is... Oh, the other question is, are we winning a pawn here? I mean, we're attacking that. I suppose we're not winning a pawn, because what's going to happen is that Nigel's going to take that way. And then if we take here, what happens? We just lose a piece, do we? Because takes, we're a piece down. Don't want that. So, but what if we play a move like this and just say we're threatening the pawn? Keep the tension. And create some spurious threats around the king's side. I mean, I don't know, taking that queen seems to give White everything that he wants. It seems to defend the e-pawn and get the queens off. But now I like the pressure around the White king. I like that bishop. I like my position. I suppose, White could start... Well, White can't do this because this pawn needs to be defended. Should we make that White's problem? I mean, I should think more about these moves. Nigel's such an experienced player. I'm just sort of freestyling. It's very unhealthy, but I made a maths video earlier, so, maths and chess, the great pleasures in life. Maths, chess and rock and roll. We've been here before. I'm going to take it, but I'm going to take it tomorrow. And I'm going to enjoy taking it tomorrow. Is that everything? Did we do it that quickly? Okay. Should we just check we've done them all? Done, 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 done. I'm just repeating the word done, really. Oh no, there's one there. There's one there we haven't done. There's a couple we haven't done Gareth either. Okay. So Ian. Oh, wow. Gosh, carnage on the board. Can't we just take that pawn? Is this in the Explorer? No. Can't. Okay. I'm not going to make that move so quickly because I've got to be respectful. It's too difficult. I want to take that pawn. It's free. I don't know. I mean, we'll do one line, but I need to look at... I have not seen this yet. This takes, I don't know, takes. What are we, dead equal? Look, all the bishops are lined up so sweetly. Yes, we're dead equal. Well, being dead equal against Ian is fine. But as White, we want more, right? Okay. Oh, that's a bit disappointing that move's possible. You see the same sort of thing happen in the roller pairs, like in the Breuer and stuff, don't you? Okay. This one, I think I've got a move on this one, and I think I'm quite excited about the prospects of... Haven't I won a piece here? I've won a piece, haven't I? So if I just take the bishop, I'm a piece up. Aren't I? I mean... What about if I check on the open file? Maybe there's no reason to do that. Don't think anything's particularly hanging. What about if I... Can I be greedy and attack the rook? If you attack the rook, then we go a rook up now? Or two pieces or something. Well, let's do that. Come on. Should we do that? Let's just attack the rook. I think we go up. Everything's defended, right? And that rook's got to move, and then the bishop drops. Or if the bishop takes, we take the rook. Happy days. This one, we've seen it. Why does live chess take you back to the same games all the time? Okay. Taking the queens off. Oh, I think Ian's played another one as well. Ian's played A3 here, which looks like a good move. I think my instinct to go B5. But maybe I need to think about that for a little bit, or maybe I just need to go B5. I mean, the idea is obvious. You know, the idea is to go B4, put a rook behind it. All of those good things. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here. Do you know? Ian probably knows. Okay. Next. I think there's one more. I just think there's one more. Game with Gareth. For this game, with my friend from Russia, I mean takes. Takes, right? This one we know about. Oh, Nick. So Gareth and Nick. So Gareth, well, I don't know. King's Indian defence, right? Bishop E2. That's the standard move. Nick. This is going to be quite funny with Nick because I'm not being silly here, but Nick and I have the same taste in openings, which is that knight f3, knight f6, pawn to c4 is what we're going to play. And it's funny because what I would say is I start off by playing an Indian defence even though he hasn't even played his d pawn, and then he plays the Indian defence, so I say, right, I'm going to play the Sicilian defence. You know, we're just searching for different defensive systems to play. c4. I believe that's everybody. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Okay, chess.com. Let's see what's going on chess.com. Interesting things are going on chess.com. This one, look, I swapped this down to a pawn ending in which I'm slightly better. This was a rook. This is sort of this rooks tournament, which I don't wish to flex, but I don't wish to flex at all. Well, come on, I'm second and two go through. But actually, my games against the leader are going okay. In that this one, I just swapped the rooks off and I've got a slightly better pawn ending because I don't have a double pawn. So that's nice. I mean, maybe d5 next to freeze those double pawns. I mean, maybe we just play it. You know, how wrong can it be? Come on, let's be brave. Let's live a little. It's good to live, right? Maybe I should have centralised my king. Maybe I shouldn't. This one, I think, I'm not sure I'm winning a pawn, but this pawn looks like it's dropping. Doesn't it? It looks like it's dropping. Maybe the rook can defend it. Maybe. But I think white's better here, in my opinion. This one, we're a pawn up, and actually, I've got ideas of mating that king. And before I do, because I don't know, let's just make some moves. This, check, takes, there, ooh, takes, check, there, here, there, checkmate, right? Okay, so let's do that then. I mean, it's actually quite hard to stop. That king is a little bit trapped. I suppose you can push these pawns, but then the checks maybe win a pawn, and that's quite good. If we're already one pawn up, that's quite nice. I think we're just stopping the push. I don't know why we're stopping the push, actually. I mean, why don't we just play for this? Takes, and if there is a push, you can't push now, can you? Maybe that's right, actually. So maybe we just play this and then it stops the push because then you take it and then you play check. Yeah, let's just let's just do the nearly checkmate. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that really is a forced move. You have to play en passant. It's funny. Okay, I think we take here. I don't know what to do with this game. I'm losing. I'm not losing. I'm worse. I'm not losing, but I'm worse. Okay, so I'm winning this. I don't know. Swap a pair of pawns. I think we're a couple of pawns up. It's another of those rook end games. This is very solid and very important. This is this Reti thing. I think we're in round 5 million of this. What is it? 99% complete. Six players out of 250 left. I love it. Round 6. Okay, and this guy's the top rated guy I'm playing. I think 2 of us go through in this group, so there are probably 2 groups left, are there? Yeah, there's 2 groups left. So actually, well, I think I'm losing to this explode person, so not losing, but I'm worse. So this one looks to me to be dead level. Although I think if I put my knight here, I've got a slightly better position. This knight's hanging. I think knight here is the likely move, but I just need to think about that. Make sure it's okay. This is against Josh. Now I'm claiming this move forks the pawn and a fork. So I think this move's good, and also it's opening the queen side. You know, bishop here, open lines on the queen side. Looks good. Looks good. I think Josh is at Abingdon School, which is a local school. I see his parents walking the dog up and down the road. Should we attack this bishop with a rook? Just irritate it. I mean, I think White had a chance to repeat here. So if the bishop had gone back, that would have been repeating, right? But chose not to. I mean, that's interesting. I would have repeated as White here. You're pawn down. Although White does have the 2 bishops. And that bishop's... Well, that bishop isn't passive, is it? Because actually threatening... Yeah, it's a good move. It's a good move. Well, I don't know. It's so complicated. We'll have to find out. I mean, so here, there, there. Yeah, it's complicated. Maybe after this, White just goes here. And then maybe this. Maybe we're losing a pawn. It's not ridiculous to say that we're losing a pawn. Check. Well, this is a disaster. That would be a fiasco for... So you've got to be careful when that opens up about the rook check. So there's a lot in there. So this guy's playing really well. Iron Throne of the 7 Kingdoms. This one, I think we picked up a queen at some point. Okay, played this. So I think we're all done here. Oh, time flies when you're having fun. Should we just quickly do a tactics puzzle? Puzzles. It's early to bed tonight. It's only 5 past midnight. Black's move. Well. What if we push? We push. The rook goes there. We check. The king moves. We put the knight in the way of the rook. We win. Yeah? And what if we push and the rook goes there? Then we check here. And White's got a problem. White doesn't know what to do. Check. Oh! You love it. We love it. Yeah. 28.95. Should we do one more then? Black to move. Okay. What do we think? Black to move, black to move. So if we check here, the mind boggles. The queen can't take it. The pawn can't take it because that's mate. Can the rook take it? Check here. Can the rook take it? I think the rook can take it. Take here with the knight. If the white rook takes it, it's fine. What about if we take here with the knight? Queen takes it is bad. Pawn takes it is losing. Rook takes it. Is okay. Okay. Next idea. The next idea, what if we take this pawn with the knight? Oh, that's really good, isn't it? Take this one, because then we're arriving here. This is the right move. Yeah. No! You had to play rook takes. Come on, Tarrington. Come on. Of course you have to play rook takes there. Knight takes, correct. Good move. Okay. So knight takes, all good. Rook takes. And then we go rook takes. Okay. King h1. Yeah, exactly. Oh, come on. That would have been nice. And now what? Okay, come on. Okay, so we're down a bunch of material, but so if we take that pawn, what is there a mate on h8? How on earth does black stop that mate? It's impossible to stop. It's incredibly strong, that mating sequence, isn't it? There's just no way out of it for black. It's a phenomenal thing, isn't it? What? What? I can't believe it. What happened? Okay. Check there. Okay. But I get that, but why doesn't this work? He said in a slightly plaintive voice. Because the queen just gets in the way. And black has so much material, black's able to do that. Alright, that was embarrassing. Okay. Should we finish on a high note? He says, expecting the answer. Not really. Can we take this bishop? It appears to be undefended. Does that leave us a piece up? Don't we want to be a piece up? So can't we take that knight? But what with, you're asking me? Queen or pawn? We could take the queen as well. Okay, so we take with the queen. Mm-hmm. We take with the queen, what happens? We take with the pawn, what happens? We're a piece up. Maybe if we're a piece up, we just need to get the queens off. So maybe the thing's expecting us to take the queens off and then take the knight, and we just announce victory. Check. Well, that's no good. Well, my next move's forced, so we'll do my next move. So now we've got to take the rook, right? And then we pick the knight up at the end. Ooh, look at that. Gaining grading points. Ooh, free queen. So we've got to take that, right? It's just a setup. Okay. So in this ending, we can't let the king get to the corner, because if he gets to the corner, then it's a draw, even without the black pawn, because you can't get him out of the corner. So we push, takes the bishop, we push, and it's queening, so we just got to push, right? Push. Yes. So now we can't let the king get towards the pawns, so we've got to stop it. So I think we'll put the bishop here, probably. Bishop here. And can't take it, but what about if the king goes there? Then we could put the bishop here and lock the king out forever. Can we? I think we put the bishop here. Oh, what fun. Now, if the bishop goes here, does that stop the king ever breaking in? It does, I think. I think this is the right move. Yeah, now we've got to pick up this pawn. Well, hang on. Let's try to think clearly before we just start throwing pieces around, kings around. Takes. Am I just sitting here doing tactics problems one by one now? There's worse things to do with your time, right? Trust me, there are. Rook here, check. Rook in the way. Takes. King takes, check. Pawn takes, check. So I think it's rook here, check. Rook here, check. Rook in the way. Takes. Pawn takes. Queen there, check. It's not mating there. What else would you possibly do? Pin the rook? Nah. Play in a different order, like sack the bishop. Take with the bishop. Could that be right? Rook takes. Okay. Check. Rook in the way. Takes. King takes. Check. Oh, I just feel it. Okay, so is the queen here check right? No, it's not, probably. No, I don't think so. Okay, so now, do we take in this? I just think we're taking this. And then this, is this king going to get mated because it's sort of running up the board? I haven't really got a clue. I suppose it is. Ooh, the queen's gone in the way. So a little check here might win the queen, mightn't it? It's the old problem of or maybe a check here with the bishop. Okay, we've got to be careful here. Got to be careful. Maybe a check here. King there. Check here. King there. No good. Check here. King there. Check here. King there. So what? Ian, do you know how to do this? Check here. King there. Check here. Oh, king's running out of squares there, isn't it? Yeah. I really enjoyed that, and I'm really not going to try and get to 2900. I'm happy with 3 in a row, doing great. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot tonight, and look forward to seeing you all soon. Enjoy your chess.